Hey my friends, once we know what is time complexity and how it works, it's time to see space complexity in detail. First thing, what is space complexity? So, space complexity is the total space or the memory needed to execute certain tasks. So, whenever we are actually executing some task or writing some function, inside that we keep on declaring the variable. At that time, space complexity come into the picture. So what exactly causes space complexity? So the first thing is the variables. Then we have data structures and the function call. Then we have the allocations. For example, if we are declaring a variable let a is equal to true, so we are taking a single memory space. So at that time, the space complexity will be O of 1. But suppose we are declaring an array and we don't know how much will be the length of an array based on an input. At that time, space complexity will be O of n as we keep on pushing the value in it as per our input. Then we have an object. For an object, again, we keep on pushing key value into it and we don't know how much key and value it will contain. So again the space complexity will be O of n. But sometimes we know that the person object will contain name, mobile number and address. Only these three data. So at that time the space complexity will be O of 1 as the it do not depend on the number of input given. It is the static only taking three key and value pairs. So due to that the space complexity will be O of 1 if we already know the length. After that, we have some note. That is, the space complexity of storing a new string of length n is O of n. So this is mainly asked in an MCQ type of a question. And here the space complexity is O of n. We exactly don't know at which location those characters individually will be stored. So that is the reason for a string, the space complexity will be O of n. And if we know the length, then it will be O of n. 1. If we don't know the length, it will be O of n. So in this way, the space complexity works. Once we know what is the space complexity, it's time to write some code. And based on that code, we will compare the time complexity and the space complexity one by one. So for that, let's meet in our next video tutorial. And for having the complete knowledge about the data structure and algorithms in JS, please follow my complete playlist, for which link is given in the description below. Thank you very much for now.